Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are entering a new chapter of their relationship, and this time, the biggest story may be what they are choosing not to show. After years of intense public attention, non-stop headlines, sold-out stadiums, NFL games, red carpet appearances, and millions of fans watching their every move, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce appear to be embracing something much quieter. Married life away from the constant spotlight. And that shift is raising one major question. What does life really look like for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce when the cameras are gone? Before we get into the latest developments, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave a comment telling us what you think about Taylor and Travis choosing a more private lifestyle. Is this simply the natural next chapter of their relationship? Or are they deliberately protecting something much bigger? For years, Taylor Swift has lived under extraordinary public scrutiny. Every appearance, every outfit, every lyric, every friendship, and every vacation can become a headline within minutes. Travis Kelce has experienced a similar transformation since his relationship with Taylor became one of the most talked about celebrity romances in the world. But marriage changes the equation. Suddenly, the story is no longer simply about two famous people dating. It is about two global stars building a shared life while attempting to maintain some sense of normality. And that may be exactly what is happening in Kansas City. The city has become closely associated with Travis Kelce's NFL career and the Kansas City Chiefs. But it also represents something completely different for Taylor Swift, a place where she can potentially step away from the overwhelming intensity surrounding her career. That contrast is important. Taylor's world is global. Her Eras tour transformed her into one of the biggest entertainment figures on the planet. Her music dominates streaming platforms, her concerts attract massive crowds, and her public appearances can generate enormous attention. Travis operates in a different universe. His career revolves around football, the NFL season, the Kansas City Chiefs, training, games, teammates, and the rhythm of professional sports. Yet somehow, those two worlds collided. And what started as one of the most unexpected celebrity relationships quickly became a cultural phenomenon. Taylor Swift attending Kansas City Chiefs games became a major storyline. NFL broadcasts repeatedly showed her reactions in the stands. Fans analyzed every interaction between Taylor and Travis. Social media exploded after every game, every celebration, and every public appearance. But now, as they continue their married life, the atmosphere appears to be changing. The biggest clue may be the lack of spectacle. There is no need for every dinner to become a photo opportunity. There is no need for every weekend to become a major celebrity event. There is no need for Taylor and Travis to constantly prove anything to the public. That is what makes this chapter so fascinating. Because sometimes, the biggest celebrity story is the one that produces the fewest headlines. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have spent years living inside a media storm. Their relationship became so famous that even ordinary moments could turn into international news. A simple appearance at a restaurant could generate thousands of posts. A football game could become a Taylor Swift news cycle. A gesture between them could inspire fan theories. A vacation could become a global entertainment headline. And yet marriage may be giving them a reason to step back. Not because anything is wrong, not because there is necessarily some hidden drama, but because building a real relationship often means creating boundaries. And that is where Kansas City becomes especially interesting. For Travis Kelce, Kansas City is more than a city connected to football. It is the place where his professional identity has been built over many years. His relationship with the Chiefs and the community surrounding the team is deeply connected to his public image. For Taylor, meanwhile, Kansas City can represent a completely different environment from New York, Los Angeles, Nashville, or the international destinations associated with her music career. It is a place where she can potentially experience a slower rhythm. And after years of traveling around the world, performing for enormous audiences, and living according to demanding schedules, that kind of quiet could be incredibly valuable. Think about the contrast. One moment, Taylor Swift is performing in front of tens of thousands of people. The next, she is potentially living a much more ordinary day with her husband. One moment, Travis Kelce is walking into an NFL stadium surrounded by cameras. The next, he is simply Travis at home. That difference is perhaps the most important part of this story, because celebrity relationships often become difficult when the public version becomes larger than the private relationship itself. Taylor and Travis have faced enormous attention from the beginning. Their relationship became one of the most searched celebrity topics across the internet. Their names appeared together across entertainment media, sports media, social media, television, podcasts, and fan communities. The relationship became bigger than a typical celebrity romance. It became a cultural event, and that makes privacy even more valuable. There is another reason this chapter matters. Taylor Swift is entering a period of her life where her career and personal life are both operating on an extraordinary scale. Her catalog has become one of the most valuable bodies of work in modern pop music. Her tours have broken records. Her albums continue to dominate streaming and sales conversations. Travis Kelce, meanwhile, remains one of the most recognizable players in the NFL. Together, they represent two massive entertainment industries: music and football, pop culture and sports, the NFL and the global music business. And when two people from those worlds build a marriage, the public naturally wants to know what happens next. Will they spend more time in Kansas City? Will Taylor continue attending Chiefs games? Will Travis appear at more of Taylor's professional events? Will they travel together between football and music commitments? Or will they deliberately keep those worlds separate? Those questions are exactly why fans continue watching. But there is a deeper story underneath all of them. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce do not necessarily need to make their marriage constantly visible for it to be meaningful. In fact, the opposite may be true. The quieter their private life becomes, the more it may suggest that they are trying to protect it. And this is where the story takes another turn. Because there is a major difference between being private and being secretive. A private couple may still appear together publicly. They may attend events, support each other's careers, and celebrate major moments. But they do not feel obligated to explain every detail of their lives. That distinction matters enormously for Taylor Swift. Her career has been built around storytelling. Fans are accustomed to analyzing lyrics, music videos, interviews, fashion choices, and public appearances for clues about what she is experiencing. But marriage is different. Not every moment needs to become a song. Not every dinner needs to become a photograph. Not every trip needs to become a headline. And perhaps that is the real evolution happening here. Taylor and Travis may be learning how to separate their public identities from their private relationship. That is easier said than done. Imagine having millions of people watching your relationship. Imagine going to a restaurant and knowing that someone may recognize you. Imagine attending a sporting event and having cameras follow your every reaction. Imagine posting something online and knowing that fans will analyze it within seconds. For most couples, that level of attention would be unimaginable. For Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, it has become part of everyday life. So when they choose quiet moments, those moments can carry a different kind of significance. Not because they are mysterious, but because they are normal. And normality may be exactly what they need. There is also the reality of Travis Kelce's football career. The NFL season creates a demanding schedule. Training, games, travel, media obligations, recovery, team commitments, and preparation all require enormous time and energy. For Taylor, her professional calendar can be equally intense. Recording, songwriting, performances, business commitments, appearances, and other projects can consume months or even years. That means building a marriage between two people with extremely demanding careers requires coordination. It requires communication. It requires patience. The story of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce is entering a fascinating phase because the biggest question is no longer how they became one of the world's most recognizable couples. The question is how two people living under extraordinary public pressure can create something that feels normal. That is where their quieter life in Kansas City becomes so interesting. For years, Taylor Swift's name has been associated with enormous stages, international travel, record-breaking music, and constant media attention. Travis Kelce has built his reputation through one of the most demanding sports environments in the world. playing professional football at the highest level while becoming a major celebrity beyond the NFL. Together, their lives are anything but ordinary. Yet marriage can create a completely different priority. Instead of constantly chasing the next headline, the focus can shift towards stability. Instead of asking where they will appear next, the bigger question becomes where they feel most comfortable when there is nothing to perform and nobody to impress. And Kansas City could provide exactly that kind of environment. There is something symbolic about the city being connected so strongly to Travis's football career, while potentially becoming part of Taylor's personal world as well. For Travis, Kansas City has been a major part of his professional identity. For Taylor, whose career requires constant movement, the idea of having a familiar place to return to can carry enormous importance. That does not mean every moment of their lives happens there. It does not mean their careers suddenly become less demanding. And it certainly does not mean fans will stop seeing them completely. Instead, it suggests something much simpler. They may be trying to establish a home base, a place where their relationship can exist without always being treated as entertainment. That distinction is easy to overlook. When the world knows everything about a celebrity couple, privacy can become a luxury. Taylor and Travis have already experienced what happens when a relationship becomes a global phenomenon. Every photograph can become a news story. Every appearance can generate speculation. Every interaction can be analyzed frame by frame. Even silence can become a headline. That is an enormous burden. And perhaps this is why their quieter married life feels so significant. There is no requirement for them to constantly give the public something new. They have already given the world enough moments to understand that their relationship became one of the biggest celebrity stories of its generation. Now, they have the opportunity to focus on what happens away from the spotlight. That could mean spending time together at home. It could mean supporting each other's careers privately. It could mean meeting friends and family without turning every gathering into a major event. It could mean enjoying ordinary routines that millions of other married couples experience every day. And ironically, those ordinary routines may be exactly what fans find most fascinating. Because when someone is as famous as Taylor Swift, ordinary life becomes extraordinary simply because it is so difficult to obtain. Imagine being one of the most recognizable women in the world and wanting to walk into a coffee shop without creating a scene. Imagine being an NFL superstar and wanting to enjoy a quiet evening without being photographed. Imagine being part of a marriage that millions of people care about and still wanting certain memories to belong only to the two of you. That is the reality Taylor and Travis face. And it makes privacy more than a lifestyle choice. It becomes part of protecting the relationship itself. There is another layer to this story. Taylor Swift's fans are famously dedicated. The Swiftie community follows her career with incredible attention, from album releases and music videos to concerts, fashion, friendships, and public appearances. Travis Kelce also has a massive fan base through the Kansas City Chiefs and the NFL. When those two audiences came together, the level of attention became extraordinary. Football fans suddenly became interested in Taylor Swift. Music fans suddenly became interested in Travis Kelce. The NFL gained an entirely new layer of pop culture attention. And entertainment media discovered a relationship that could dominate headlines across multiple industries simultaneously. That level of crossover is extremely rare. But it also means the couple has had very little opportunity to experience their relationship outside public discussion. Every major milestone becomes part of a much larger conversation. That is why the transition into married life is so important. Marriage gives them the opportunity to redefine the relationship on their own terms. They do not need to become less famous. They do not need to disappear. They simply need to decide what belongs to the public and what belongs to them. That is a powerful distinction. And if they continue choosing privacy, fans may eventually become accustomed to seeing fewer details. The relationship will still be there. The careers will still be there. The public appearances will still happen. But the private moments may remain private. That could be the new normal. And there is something else worth remembering. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are not simply celebrities enjoying a romance. They are two people with demanding professional responsibilities. Taylor's career requires creativity, preparation, performance, travel, and enormous physical and emotional energy. Travis's career demands physical preparation, tactical discipline, training, recovery, travel, and the pressure of competing against the best athletes in the world. Their schedules are intense in completely different ways. That makes their ability to create time together even more meaningful. When both people have demanding careers, quality time can become more valuable than quantity. A quiet evening can mean more than a glamorous event. A private conversation can be more important than a public celebration. And a normal day can become something worth protecting. This is perhaps the hidden story behind their Kansas City chapter. It is not really about where Taylor Swift lives or where Travis Kelce spends his time. It is about what kind of life they are trying to create. A life where their professional identities remain enormous, but their personal relationship does not have to operate at the same volume. That is a difficult balance, but it is also a balance many high-profile couples eventually have to learn. The difference is that Taylor and Travis are doing it while millions of people are watching. And that brings us to another important point. Fans should be careful about reading too much into every quiet moment. A lack of photographs does not automatically mean a problem. A delayed public appearance does not automatically mean a disagreement. A separate schedule does not automatically mean distance. Two people can be deeply committed to each other and still have separate professional responsibilities. In fact, maintaining individuality can be healthy for a relationship. Taylor remains Taylor. Travis remains Travis. Their marriage does not erase their individual careers, friendships, passions, or identities. Instead, it creates another layer of their lives. And perhaps that is what fans are witnessing now. Not a disappearance, not a dramatic transformation, but an adjustment, a new rhythm, a new understanding of what should be shared and what should remain private. That is why the Kansas City connection matters. The city can serve as a bridge between Travis's public career and their private life. The Chiefs will continue to occupy a major place in his world. Football will continue to dominate part of the calendar. Taylor's music career will continue to demand attention. But somewhere between those commitments, they still need a place where they can simply be themselves. And that is where the story becomes surprisingly relatable. Behind the fame, the money, the stadiums, the concerts, and the headlines, the basic challenge is still the same. How do two busy people make time for each other? How do they protect their relationship from outside pressure? How do they communicate when the entire world thinks it knows what is happening? As Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce continue navigating this new chapter, one thing becomes increasingly clear. Their story is no longer simply about celebrity romance. It is about how two people at the center of global attention attempt to create a sense of normal life around an extraordinary reality. That is what makes their quiet married life so compelling. For years, the public has been invited into certain parts of their journey. Fans have watched their relationship evolve from an unexpected connection into one of the most recognizable celebrity partnerships in the world. But marriage introduces a different kind of story. There are no constant announcements. There does not need to be a new headline every morning. There does not need to be a dramatic public moment every week. Sometimes, the most important developments happen away from cameras. And that may be exactly where Taylor and Travis are now. Kansas City remains an especially meaningful backdrop because of Travis Kelce's deep connection to the city and the Kansas City Chiefs. Football has shaped a major part of his identity, and the city has become closely connected to his professional journey. For Taylor Swift, meanwhile, Kansas City represents a fascinating contrast to the enormous global world surrounding her music career. Her professional life can take her from one country to another, from recording studios to stadiums, from private meetings to massive public events. That kind of lifestyle can make stability incredibly valuable. A familiar place can become more than a home. It can become a reset button. A place where the noise of the outside world becomes a little quieter. A place where the person behind the superstar can simply exist. And that may be one reason fans are paying so much attention to the couple's quieter lifestyle. There is an understandable curiosity about what happens when Taylor Swift is not Taylor Swift, the global superstar. What happens when Travis Kelce is not Travis Kelce, the NFL celebrity? What happens when the cameras are gone? The answer may be surprisingly ordinary. They eat, they rest, They talk. They spend time with people they trust. They plan their schedules. They support each other's careers. They deal with the same basic responsibilities that every married couple faces. The difference is that almost every ordinary moment comes with the possibility of becoming public. That makes privacy especially valuable. And there is another reason this chapter could be important. Both Taylor and Travis have reached a point in their careers where they no longer need to prove that they belong at the highest level. Taylor has already established herself as one of the defining artists of modern popular music. Travis has already established himself as one of the most recognizable athletes in the NFL. Their professional identities are secure. That gives them more freedom to focus on what happens beyond their careers. The question becomes less about achievement and more about balance. How can they continue succeeding without allowing their professional lives to consume every part of their personal lives? That is a challenge even for ordinary couples. For Taylor and Travis, the scale is simply much larger. Their calendars are demanding. Their careers are public. Their fan bases are enormous. Their movements can attract attention. And their relationship has become a subject of global discussion. Yet none of that changes the basic need for private time. In fact, it may make private time even more important. This is where the idea of a quiet married life becomes more than just an entertainment headline. It represents a shift in priorities. The public may want constant updates, but the couple may value consistency more than visibility. The public may want new photographs, but they may value memories that remain private. The public may want explanations, but they may prefer simply living their lives without explaining every decision. That tension between public curiosity and private boundaries will likely remain part of their story. And it is something fans may need to accept as their relationship evolves. Because the beginning of a celebrity romance is usually highly visible. Everything feels new. Every appearance becomes exciting. Every interaction creates headlines. But the later stages of a relationship can become much quieter. That does not make them less meaningful. Sometimes it means the relationship has moved beyond the stage where everything needs to be announced. And marriage can accelerate that transition. Instead of constantly asking, what are they doing next? The more meaningful question becomes, what kind of life are they building? That question has no easy answer. Their lives will continue changing. Taylor's music career will continue developing. Travis's football career will continue demanding his attention. Their families and friends will remain important. Travel will remain part of their lives. Public appearances will continue.